Hi everyone. Today we're doing Greenslade, um, but it's a sad video because I only found out while doing the research this morning for the video we're doing Joie De Vivre that Dave Greenslade died about 5 days ago. I had no idea. And so this video immediately becomes a tribute to one of my favourite players from the 70s and the late 60s for that matter, with Colosseum. Here is the album we're doing today. This is Spyglass Guest, the third Greenslade album. And as I say, we're doing Joie de Vivre, which was going to be my choice. How ironic is that, given that Dave passed away 5 days ago at the age of 83. This really is sad. And I've just been playing extracts from Spyglass Guest through Spotify just to check, to do a sound check for the video. This album is wonderful. It is absolutely beautiful. I wish I could play every single song. And what I think I might well be doing is going onto Patreon and actually doing a full review of the album on Patreon. Firstly, as tribute to a wonderful keyboard player, Dave Greenslade, and secondly, just for myself, I think, to help me process such a sad piece of news. I don't know very much of the details surrounding his passing. I'm hoping it was peaceful. But yeah, this is a shame. For those of you who don't know Greenslade music, I urge you to listen to the 4 albums that they made between 1973 and 1975. They are superb. There's one of them there. That's Bedside Manners Are Extra, the second album. That was the first album I heard from them. Then I immediately went out and bought the first album, just called Greenslade. And then Spyglass Guest and Time and Tide I bought as they were released in 74 and 75. This is a surprise. I did not expect to be doing this kind of video. Let's listen to the song first of all. It's 8 minutes and 20 odd seconds of some of the best prog music you'll ever hear. And probably from one of the best prog bands that not many people know. Just enjoy the music. It is Joie de Vivre by Greenslade.
are one. Where the condor flies, the red sunrise of the east. Bit of rest of a newfound west, the spyglass guest at the feast, the feast, the feast. The vivid lights of the northern lights, age-old rites of the wild. In a space of a newborn rays, the blue veiny face of the child, the child, the child.
That's, I think, a really nice song for us to pay tribute to Dave, because for this album, strangely enough, um, he and Dave Lawson, the other keyboard player, and of course the vocalist, um, did not write collaboratively. They did on the first two albums and they did on the fourth album, but not on this album. They didn't play on each other's songs. So this was just Dave's keyboards, and you would have heard a violin there. That was Graham Smith, who was invited to play on the track, who was from a band called String Driven Thing, um, an early 70s band on the Charisma label, the same label as Genesis and Lindisfarne. And he was invited in, I think, on a recommendation, that's right, from Dave's wife, who was the secretary for Tony Stratton Smith, who was the label head of Charisma and, of course, Genesis manager. So yeah, so that's a nice tune because it's Dave playing basically. It's his music, his song, and it's him on the keyboards. But you just have to love Tony Reeves on bass and Andy McCulloch on drums. So underrated, both of them. Absolutely magnificent players. And my mind really just goes back to 1973, 74 and 75 when Greenslade were together and playing and recording, and they did lots of gigs, lots of small gigs. They had a couple of tours. I saw them whenever I could, and in 74 and 75, living in London before I emigrated, I saw them at the Marquee at least, must have been at least 3 times. And I saw them in other venues as well. I never could get enough. And live, they weren't flashy, but they just played the music, and I just loved the music. They played their music. They were excellent live. I mean, these were proper pro seasoned musicians. Yeah, it's very sad. Dave Greenslade, of course, previously with Colosseum, and we did a Colosseum song just the other day. We did Jumping Off the Sun, and I talked a little bit about how I enjoyed Colosseum, and Dave was an integral part of that band. And I have to do another few songs. I have to do The Grass is Greener, which is an instrumental which really showcases each of Colosseum's solo abilities, if you like, but it's so cohesive, it forms a wonderful whole. And there you, on that song, you get to hear a little bit more of what made Dave Greenslade so great. It's a shame. Such an important part of my musical growing up. Just 3 years that I saw him playing, but those 4 albums of his band Greenslade, I still have them. So I've had them over 50 years. Please excuse me. And I will always love them. So this is going to go on Patreon. I'm going to do a music review, a full album review on Patreon. I need to do that for myself as well as tribute to Dave. Excuse me. That's it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. We've done a couple of Greenslade songs and they've been nicely received. But if you have any thoughts, any memories, please let me know in the comments. But until then, cheers. This is sad. I didn't expect to be doing this today. I'm not as up to date on things as I thought I was, but at least I've found out and I know, and I can pay tribute to a wonderful keyboard player. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, which will be out tomorrow because we do one every day. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Look at all of our songs we've done on our playlists. And if you want to support the channel, there's a buy me a coffee. But until tomorrow, cheers everybody.